All right, we're here with the kid Carson Jones, and you know, he's got a little friend. You know, Carson, why don't you introduce your friend to the Valley?
This is Robert Almanaz's dog. His name is Poppy, but I'm trying to be like Pacquiao now. You know, I got my little dog running with me everywhere. I take him everywhere, so I'm gonna steal him from Robert.
So this is now gonna be one of your dogs?
Yeah, this is gonna be my little mascot, basically. Yeah.
All right, Carson. Well, you're just coming off a huge win on Showtime against Tyrone Brunson. You know, he held the record of most consecutive knockouts in the first round, and you know, you were able to drop him in the third round and get the TKO stoppage. You know, why don't you take us back to that fight?
Well, basically I did what I said I was going to do, exactly what I said I was going to do. You know, we started off slow in the first couple rounds just to feel him out. And, you know, I knew he was an inexperienced fighter, so as soon as he made one mistake, I picked up on it and I caught him. You know, he threw a jab and he brought it back really low, and I just timed it perfectly and caught him with the right hand and it dropped him. And after that, he was done. He was scared. After somebody finally hit him back, he just didn't know what to do. So.
Now I want to go for, I should have asked you this before, but, you know, I want to go to the weigh-in. You know, I wasn't able to go, but from what everybody heard, you know, there was a bit of y'all almost got into it at the weigh-in. You know, what was going on there?
Well, no, he didn't do anything. I was talking mad noise to him, basically getting in his head. And I could tell from the weigh-in he was scared. He was, you know, he was intimidated. He was even backing up at the weigh-in, you know, at the face-off. He didn't know, I mean, he just didn't know what to do. And that's basically what helped me win the fight.
Okay, now before the fight even started, it seemed like you were already getting in his head, like you just said. You know, you could hear while the ref was trying to, you know, explain the rules to y'all. You were telling them something. What were you telling them?
Basically, he's fighting a real fighter tonight. Actually, I got a lot of recognition for that. I won a little internet award for best. You know how Antonio Margarito was like, "You got any excuses tonight, Roy?" I got that award for best trash talk in the middle of the ring. So, you know, I got a lot of attention for it. I think I'm gonna make that like make it a little tradition. Every time I go to the ring, I'm gonna say something different to somebody. So.
Okay. Now, you know, we all saw the fight. You were pretty excited after you won. You know, tell us what was going through your mind after you won, after you realized, you know, that you just destroyed this guy.
You know, it was a great victory, especially to end the year with a victory like that. I mean, I couldn't ask for more. But right after I was, you know, El Perro was there, Angulo. I called him out. You know, I don't think he wanted to fight me though, because we tried to get a fight with him last year, and he said no. So, you know, after that I was just thinking, man, bigger fights, bigger money.
Okay. Now you know, it's pretty big news already. A couple of reporters, ESPN reporter already announced it. AOL's Fan House Boxing already reported it too. For those who don't know, you know, potential fight, Carson Jones against Antonio Margarito. You know, talk to me about this.
Well, yeah, we got the call the other day, and as soon as I was excited. Like, okay, this is a good opportunity for me. He's been off a year. He just got whooped. He got the dog beat out of him by Mosley his last fight, and all the controversy with the hand wraps, the magic hand wraps is what I call them. So it's really got a good opportunity for me because, you know, nobody knows what kind of mental state he's going to be in coming into this fight. And he's probably shot from that whipping he took from Mosley, so I got a good chance of winning this fight. Okay,
now like you said, you know, he hasn't fought in maybe over a year, coming up on a year now. You know, if all goes well, this fight would happen. It would be in Dallas, Texas. You know, on the undercard of Pacquiao Clottey. How excited would you be, you know, just to, you know, be in such a big undercard even, you know?
Yeah, well, it actually be the co-main event on that card. So that's huge. I mean, it's bigger than anything I've ever done. I mean, I would think it's bigger than anybody in the Valley's ever done, you know, even, I mean, it's going to be like 50 to 100,000 people at Dallas Stadium. It's going to be big. So hopefully I come out with the victory, bigger fights from there.
Okay, you know, just keep talking about this fight. You know, pretty much they're gonna probably underestimate you once again. You know, you weren't supposed to win this Showtime card according to Brunson's people, but you know, you pulled the upset. You know, how confident would you be to fight someone as someone as good as Antonio Margarito?
I mean, he's a fighter just like I am. You know, that's what I want. I mean, I want people to underestimate me. That way, I catch them slipping, and that's how I knock them. I mean, that's how they get stopped. That's how they get clocked. I mean, you know, when you underestimate somebody, that's when you lose. So I'm hoping they're underestimating me, but I doubt it. I mean, they see me fight Jesus Cross, but they're in the same camp. So I know. I mean, I hope he's being prepared, because if not, he's gonna be in for a long night.
Okay, now
or a short night, whichever one I choose.
Okay. Now it was also reported that you might have a fight coming up January 28th in your hometown of Oklahoma. But you know, is that fight still going to happen, or are you going to just hold out for this Margarito fight?
We haven't decided yet. We might just make it like a no contest, so we don't risk anything. I mean, I'll definitely win the fight, you know, if it happens. But we just, I mean, anything happens, you can get cut. So I just don't want to risk any injuries. You know, who cares about that little fight when I got this big fight coming up? You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that yet. So.
Well, for those of you, you know, that are barely tuning in right now, I'm pretty sure this is the first video interview you've done since you got the word, since you got the call about Antonio Margarito. So everybody out there, possible fight, Antonio Margarito versus Carson Jones. Carson, is there anything else you want to say before we close through myuniversalsports.com?
We got a new up-and-comer out of the valley. His name is Poppy. He's going to be fighting at super lightweight. Look out for him. Thanks.
All right, Carson, thank you. We will just continue to keep an eye on you, and we hope the best for you. Thanks.
Thank you.